다 참디 가상구가 다디
텐저 차오르나
다디 기부 중국 거들이 누가
로
누가
레라
다디 대남디 제베나 담부 종의 주숨세야 되지 땅외들이 좋아디 집어제 되네야 저와 메타바 삼신 세들바
노스
년주 동해긴지네 군조숨다 인내 겹수송 렌데라 이지기 대바제네 가나기 레라 알랑도 출신 수신 매접에 렘버두스 다디들이 다디 기부 충무 거디 메다바네 주버리 다디 인산 메다바디 이제 기부 충무 충고들 메다바디지 메다바군데 지제 nendu 동네 지네 군주숨le 인네 겹수송아시 잠주티제 렌데레 이지기 대바제네 가나게 랑돌라 수신도로 봐스 다디디기디 기부충의 추구를 디들이 다시디
yes so we are at now small scope training mind practices. Now in general speaking, for the practice of small scope, it begins with the meditation on impermanence and death, then on the sufferings of lower migrations, then on refuge, and then finally on generating conviction and faith in infallibility of the law of karma.
다때네 다쳐 저 메타바 삼바들다 지다 저 메타바 마템베니미스 템베페니스 아니 저 응외지들이냐 삼주스제 다숨럽치리스
마템베니미
저 템베페니
마템베니
지들 진주 저 메타바 지들 삼주
so now first one is impermanence. Now for the impermanence, it comes with the three main outlines, such as the benefit of reflecting on the impermanence and the disadvantage of not reflecting on the impermanence, and the third one is actual mode of meditation on impermanence.
다들이 저 마덴베 니미틀에다 저 아니 가르스 그래 저 마덴베 니미틀에 저 마덴베 니미틀에 치 메텐스 저 마덴은 치 딩기 마리스 제지래 아니 저 메타바 마삼나 라니 마루 아르체바스 아니 치외체는 아니 교신도 치와세 때인데 숨기서리 짐버리 가르스나 저 메드는 저 메드인세 때들이 시기 마디는 저 메드인 베서 지르바 아니 마루 아라니 마루 바제세 아니 저 마디는 아니 디바룰 아니 레그 마루가 강가 지기야리 망부지 지기야리 대제니 치외체네 개바 최지규마 중앙에서는 gyobata jeti chikuyarab dindi yunguyare.
Now the disadvantages of not meditating on impermanence are, number one, then if one doesn't reflect on the impermanence, then that calls not to think that that calls lose the awareness on the death, one's own death, and then also it harbors the non-virtuous activities. And third one is at the time of death there will be immense regret at the time of death by not being able to uphold the dharma practice.
다들이 다치에 처음에다 봐 되는 가르쳐 그랬더니 배에들다 추팅야 네 라니 지 마rumbal에 도티 지 네 가르쳐 그래 다단지 처음에 된 배님이 딘도 저 딘구야를 봤다 저와 추팅야 되네 라니 추신도 가르쳐 그래 라니 그 가르쳐 그래 라니 레지야디 추드 tum버지지야 아니 추에체네 아까시 조신도 지야를 딘데 용구이 버봐 편인들 다디 용구이.
Now, on contrary, the benefit of meditating on impermanence, and such as when one reflects on the very transitory nature of our existence, and that really gives awareness and appreciation of this our life and its nature being transitory in nature. And also it helps us, it gives us strength to not to engage in non-virtuous actions, and as a result there will be a peaceful death at the time of when the death comes, and when the death comes there won't be any regret in life, or the death will be peaceful.
다티네 저 진중에 들라니 자숨세제 아니 타제바 숨세제 되네 규제 구스제야리다 타 자숨디 네버치와세 지제 남지 네버메와 신이제 추에치 추마도 바시엔 강기점 메빈바스제 그래서 네버치와제 남지 네미제 아니 추에치 추마도 바 강기점 메빈바스 세티제 숨디 자숨디리.
Now with this we move to the third outline, which is the actual mode of the meditation. And for the actual mode of the meditation, it further breaks down into three different sub-outlines, such as 3 rules, and 3 resolution, and 9 reasonings. Now the 3 rules are, first one is death is certain. Second is the uncertainty of the time of the death, and third one is when the death comes. When the death comes, except the dharma, none other can be helpful. So those are the 3 rules.
다티네 규제 구야르바 규제 구디 단부 녜버치와 삼바딜라 규제 숨야레 gyujen sum sayati gyujen ku ngeba chiwa sambatile gyujen sum namji ngeme sambatile gyujen sum chiwa chui madoba shia kangi kyamme me pemba sayatile sambatile gyujen sum che gyujen ku sayati tiri.
So each of those three roots has further three. Each of those three roots further illustrate with the three different points, which makes a total 9 reasons. And each at the end of each of those three each of those three segments, one makes one resolutions. So there's 3 resolutions and the 9 reasons.
그래서 그래. 남 녀바체와다 숨들이야 녀바체와 삼바들 숨임바 숨데니 깬 지다 녀바를 온시 깬 관계장 도도 매바세야 지지제.
Yes. The first now, let's look at the first root, which is certainty of the death. And for the certainty of the death, first point is there is no other force or condition that can prevent a death.
첼라 너버 매징 딥지 발마체도 네바 친사르디 주인는베 갸티 메버리 첼라 넘베 갸 첼라 가르사 첼라 넘버 매징 딥지 발마체 달로 주지지 친사르이네 주디 주 넘베 갸게 메버리 친사르디 레디 로 주주 대기는 로 주주네 주 친사르이네 니 친사버디 주디 넘베 갸게 메버리 다 친사르르 봐 재산 첼란 넘버 매징 딥지 밤마체도 덴바시드 달 체디만 디비아 되잖아 배 추드레르 전 추드 까마레레 마디비전 누구야 봤다 체디 데리기 니마디 아니 다 로투주담바 대바이나 아니 마잉에 두니좀 자와디잖아 추지 찍두지 잠바 아니 로투주네 아니 추지 세차를 추지니 두주 추지니 세차를 봐 디네 맞지 디네 추지 중니 두주 잠바 님의 진도를 봐. 다 추주 중니 진도서 세무지도 년세직 세트를 추주 추주 니시답실는데 년세직 세트를 봐. 다 뒤는 신전이다. 두주네 님의 세트를 다. 되네 님만이 숨서 다 두스전에 파마 제도 누구야래. 먼저 셔저게 까마레레레 두두 잠바 나랑 체드 마마마 통통 누구야래. 다시서 딥지 파마 체도네 바다도 그 예수께가 자는 매버리 셔저데 예수께야 말 누구야래 봐. 먼저 예수께 제대도 체 누구야래. 니 구두에 체 누구야래 봐.
So the second point is what is gone, and there is no other external force can stop the momentum of the time. So what it really means is let's say, for example, if someone whose lifespan is 6 years, so every minute it's like if that person cannot add any of what is gone. 1 minute means it's that even a minute is getting closer to that 60 means closer to the dying, right? So therefore, no other force can intervene that momentum of the timing, which goes towards the direction of that life force, the end of the life force. So therefore, that also creates the certainty of the death, because each moment we're getting closer to that allocated whatever time we have, and no other force can intervene that momentum of that time towards the end goal of our lifespans.
매지 체가 그 소리지 니 사두르바 니 사두르 안에 니마 체가를 때다 니 마그베 내가 버바 이내야 야 지레가라 사두야 야리 레가기 산에 추잖아 메바 레갈 제네 딜 사두야 야리 야지 칼라르 제 산에 사두야 야리 야지 남이제 기브르브체니 남예제니 주주지 사두게래 this 사두도 좀바다 최제야 주주디 거제도 따나 베네 로주주 대비나 로숨주 대제 숨주 대대 추 마틴바체 말했다디 로춘주 가는이 최 마틴바체 아니 최 딩게 말봐 최 마틴바체 다야 로지 최 대야가 뒤주르지 레인도 잠바 아니야지 뒤주들이야 니녀야가 뒤주지야래 뒤리 최 지야가 뒤주메래 야 레가럽지 지야가 뒤주지야래 뒤리 최 용거야 말이 대야 남이 전에 지금 뒤지 사두거래. 딜레이 추팅 게 말이야. 아니 뒤지. 야 딜레이 사두다. 최자의 그 뒤주디. 아니 가르수 그래. 딜레이 제네 아니 체디파 세두야 봐. 저사 선배 천양 최장로 매버를 내버 치웠어. 최장은 매버제 답다 삼루담베는 니마질이 제네 수수고 최죄야 뒤주디 근데 또 답이나 최야버지야 뒤주디 근데 또 답이나 니마 참참 니마질이 최장 지금 맞은 거던데 니마질이 야 최주지 니지 근데 최장 뒤주지 들이야 다디야 최 남다 지역 뒤주 근데도 어두섬 담배는 다 최장lon전 매버지 선배 전에야 지 아파 수수비 고셔라 지켜봐야는 다 최장 뒤주 단 뉴뉴지리 매버지 어디 선배치야 최장은 매번 매버치스 다 dinre질에 최장은 매버제니 봐 시도야 주주지 레기여봐.
So even at the time when we are alive, there isn't much time for dharma practice, and since the death is certain, we will die without upholding the dharma practice. So for this point, if we illustrate in this manner, when we are young, when we are very young, then we hardly had any thought of practicing a dharma because we are young, right? So when we get a little older, then we might have a thought of awareness of the impermanence, some other realities of the life, which sparks the awareness of dharma practice. But then by that time we are very busy with our lives, right? And another fact is we have like almost half of the day we have to sleep, right? I mean, in terms of the time wise, we have to sleep, then we have to take meals, and social media and so on. So there isn't much time. There isn't much time for dharma practice. So in this manner, it sometimes is possible that it leaves us only few hours, luckily few hours for a day for practice, and sometimes we might not get time to do a practice one day, or we skip a day and maybe resume to the next day. But then, even we get some here and there, some hour or few hours for Dharma practice, but another question is, what quality a genuine Dharma practice one can utilize, even those hours that we get. So, very difficult. Therefore, even we have times that, right, for the Dharma, then it's hardly we can utilize those time for a genuine Dharma practice.
That yari nima chi yari that ani baba chi yari se baba digita church jagudu javeris tambuch ana that lo chinju kalita nge church maris tanda lo chinju res church maris jeni yug shavres that tine ja teji dharma ra chiri du damba ta ale chetu bala chi saya kore thunya kore kari ne chi kugiyare ni te abuch chung sa sone cheji tu go sambrech yaku ta chi 제가 두주 딜레 인도 잠바 다디 바를 체 두주 디체를 당샤베는 다 사야고레 고야고레 대사고레 가리네 가르치 구비야레 디디 차추버지 마주나 쳇두두 마리 삼 알레디 디바루딜레 아니 삼진데 시단이 쳇지 마주나제 다야 경고 차윤도 좀 봤다 나 주마 송세 다 지난주 제거리했어 나다 제 가르서 그래 로이케니 쳇지 주마 송세 제버다티 그렇게 코치 제약도 주자는 말하려고 그래서는 담부들 로친주 간다 내 슈팅 말에서 질럽 타지 그러봐 야 춘지 야지 랑구 템베 내가수다 지 레게지야 가르수 그랬다 수탕 야 렘베 내가슬레 디파라딜다 제 취직이 되네 아니 가에 사야 튕기다 두술에 삼르다니다 튕기디 아버지 두고 두스진 삼르지다는 거치 맞으러 다야데 튕기간 거 줍차되는 것다 나데 로게니 취직 전서 말이스 다데 중마소스 제네 그 취탄 맞으러 어디 두쇼디 아란주 디인생게 디시게 다 지단 취제는 춘주간에 취두야야래 아니지 달마리 뒤에 취두야야래 경고이 뒤에 리뒤에 취두야야래 다 그러는데 나 춘주간에 취 연구 말했지 타제 취마도 그래 야지 때 야부지래 인도 좀 봤다 알레니를 튕기 두고도 쓰지니 취 파샤 아니 튕기 두고도 쓰지니 취 파샤니 취마 중으래 다야 Gengore ta ngati yala tukumendo chiche tukumendo senta che jonsa mare sene ani kurchu jiya tuji je maravra yiya jene chu chunju kanle chu tuya yari rega chiduye chu tuya yari ani chi gengo chane chu tuya yarwa Quran le samlu ditane ni chu tan majumre.
So like once there was a man, so when he was like in his like up to like 20s, so he thought that he was very young and I have still time for the Dharma practice, or I'm still young, so I cannot really do the Dharma practice because I have time. So in this manner, he pushed the Dharma practice. So then at that age, he thought that it's important for him to build his career. I need to work because I have to pay the bills and so forth. So he really focused on the building his careers. Then after a few decades, then he realized that now he's reached in a certain age that he's not able to do the Dhamma practice. So he told his children to advise that you should do the Dhamma practice. Now I am old. I cannot do the Dhamma practice. So in this manner, this person, he doesn't have any time for Dhamma practice. But in reality, there isn't any specific time for Dhamma practice. We have to make time for Dhamma practice. If we do not make a time for Dhamma practice, there isn't any time, right? Just like that man, right? First, he thought he was young, he had a time for Dhamma practice. When he reached certain age, he focused on his careers. Then after that, it's time for the departures, right? So we have to make time for Dhamma practice. So with this sense, irrespective of any age, whether it's a young, adulthood, older, everybody can do Dhamma practice according to one's mental and the spiritual inclinations. There is no time is not the age. Maybe it says age of each individual is not excuse for not doing Dhamma practice, right? One must make time for Dharma practice. So with this, either we go to the work or we hang out with the friends or any event that we engage in a day-to-day life, we can utilize those events or times in a meaningful, spiritual, meaningful way. So therefore, one can do the Dharma practice irrespective of the times.
Tati dagasi tati ngebacho sambatile gyujen sum yimba gyujen sum di tene sambala tene ani ngebacho sambache ta jeba seti ta jeba jiri ta chu ngebar tu chu jagobati ta jego yare ngebar cho sambala tene ti ta jeya di garicho gure ta ni chu ngebar tu jigo bati ta jego yare ta shini shige yare mashiba tu sene meberwa ti samne ta garicho ta chu ji jego gudu ta ngebar chiwa sambala tene ta di ta jeya di chu ngebar tu jagobat ta jeya di.
So with this, it comes the first resolutions. First resolution is I must engage in the practice of Dhamma because that is certain, right? That is certain. Since that is certain, and this certainty of that really enhance one's awareness or dedication in terms of putting effort effort to upholding the dharma practice.
Tede chida ngeba unshin ken kangi chan do to meba sayate tanji ti shekyu majungre. Chida sayate ngeba tiyung tati ken kande chine do to meba te kararasena lu kande chi lane mashiwa tuyonye chi yamarwa lu kande china ne shiku yare. Juju kande chile kene ya shiku yare. Ani chigi tuda nuba kaze chune shiku yare. Tuda nuba yunyen tinde chi machiwa te shasayati merba karasukure chasa chida ngeba shi ken kangi ya dot meba sayati ani tamba sangye ne che ne nyangali te chu ten barba ngungi ani debe tu ya tagi ne sangye mambuchi chen tsare sangye chen tsare de tanda shubi shabatan merba karasu tusu kanga nyangali te chu ten tsare ba oti insan ta kanje chida ngeba onshi ken kangi chan do tu meba se lu kende chilene michiwar pingi amare ne kende chili kegi ne sayi ne da kende ne kende chili kene ya kwe ne kende chili kegi ne tar chiku yobre duju rebe kende chili kegi ne ani chiku yobre ta kanje chida ngeba onshi ken kangi chan do tu meba seyati chigireba imba ta ngeba chi seyati chida ngeba tu yunguri chida chiwa seyati ngeba tu yunguri di yombala ken kangi chan do tu meba resi di membe kebaribji ine chikugu yarba ko membe kebari di ani ku machiba tuya minduga oda ji insata ngeba chiwa seyati ta gyujen sum yinba ngeba chiwa seyati li gyujen sum che gyujen sum tele tene ani ngeba chi gyuresha samdu dambarba ta ngeba tu chini chi gyuresha sambate ta je yindu ani ta kare chugures ta je yadi sam yindu zamba ta cha je yadi chu ngeba tu chiu chigugu tu sambate ta je yadi di je ta tanda di ta jeba sumgi nane ta jeba tangbu di je zawa sumgi nane ngebar chiwa siya di je zawa jikti gyujen gui nane gyujen sumdi ngebar chiwa la chida ngeba wanshi ken kanga ja dodu me baasi chala neba mechi tibje pama chedun den baasi chiwa sene ya chiwa jano meba ngebar chiwa siya di sumbu di gyujen di je oda di gyujen gui nane sum chimbari dawa sumgi nane jik chimbari ta jeba sumgi nane jik chimbari dati
Now, so if we look at the three reasons for the certainty of the death, right? So, as we mentioned earlier, the first reason is death is certain because there is no other external or no other conditions can prevent the death, irrespective of what kind of body you have, right? Or wherever you live, there's the body, location, and the time doesn't matter, right? So here, even the body, the Buddha has this even the Buddha Shakyamuni has this amazing holy body, but has to leave, right? And the powerful monarchs in the past, kings, right? They has to leave. It doesn't matter they have very secure palace or very secure place, doesn't matter. When the death comes, nobody can stop it, right? So if we look at like in the history itself is a witness that no person has outsmart the death, right? No person can overcome from the death. I mean, everybody has to die. So that's the first reason. Second reason is that no one can intervene the process of the time. It's a gone. Like we are getting closer to the death, right? Every moment is getting closer to the death. That's a reality. That's the second point. And third point is, even we have a time do the spiritual practice, but how much we can really utilize those time for genuine practice. So those are the three reasons. And the resolution is, we should make a resolution after knowing that that is certain. That's for sure, right? That's for sure. It's very clear. That is certain. Therefore, it is wiser to utilize that whatever we have time that utilize for the dharma practice. That's the resolution.
다때네 남칭임의 삼바세한테 자와지들이 남칭임의 삼바한테 자와지지 다 남칭임의 삼바들에 규제수미하래 아니 다 규제 담부디 제 잠불림베 첼라 네바 메바스 다 지다 링시야레 자매니 세디 로동 투부이 제브리 니나 치지 반바고 시드 점바 샤르르바보다 누발라 주인이부터 치지 반바 잠불 자매니데 로동으로 봐 다니 샤르르바보 로잠불이 누발라 주인으로 봐 제자다 로바 no balancing lo ngap je je ni na che je pamba wo se de jamini de tong de ba chi le lo ngap ja se chi le lo ni jang ngap ju se de ta tin de nge be so ji bre dena mangi thamani lo ju dambu pa tu me se dambuling getsati 아니 telling about Mary dambu chainde chelu pangmes tene mama chelu pangmene mama che chelu chibe patu tubiyare dambu che pamit dambuling thoma mit dambuling be mit thoma kinde chelu pangmes yaji tene mama jene tanda chelu gyabe du sere chirba tene mama jene ani chelu chuba patu tubiyare jasan zambu limbe chelu neba ya mari jibri chiri zambu limbe chelu neba mebas goyo ni du ge chelu neba mebas goyo darisang ni me du ti darisang du dirba te ni du ge chele ngeba meba seti nidu ke chele ngeba meba ti gashi mai ngendu shidu nyayare tine ani gashi ke zamne shidu ayare ma ke ba zamne shi amenyene tematato gashi loni sumshi na tu tene tine 다디디 시그레트 로친주 로랭에버 민두가 아메냐레 치녀야레 드네 로지 송주 치녀야레 로니 친주 치녀야레 전 니두게 첼레다 거의 니두게 첼랭에버 메바세티 규제 담부티리 칠인 담불림베 첼랭에버야 마레스 거의 니두게 첼레얀 예버야 마레스 제징이 규제 담부티리
Now let's look at the second root, right? Second root is uncertainty of the time of the death. So for this one, it's further illustrate with the 3 reasons. And out of those 3 reasons, first one is first reason is in generally generally the lifespan of the so the generally speaking, the lifespan of ours in our world is uncertain, and it is more uncertain at the time of the degeneration times. So now with this it explains, according to the Buddhist cosmologies, the other world systems such as Shalupa and Chandemini Palanjo, those world systems, their lifespan is certain. For example, one of those world systems, the beings in that world system can live 1,000, and the next one is 500, and the next one is 250. But our world system, for example, these are Zambudeva. In our world, so according to the Buddhist cosmology, it begins with the infinite lives, and it could decrease up to 10 years. But during the time of degeneration time, which is now we are in the era of degeneration times, and the lifespan is very uncertain. For examples, we witnessed that a miscarriage, right? So it means the baby can die even time of the mother's womb. Then it can be die in the time of the infants, at the toddlers, and the teens, the adults, the old, they reach a certain old age, and there is no a standard, or there's no any point we can make a certain that is the lifespan, right? We cannot fix that. So it's very random. It's very uncertain. Okay.
That's it. Tatne nivatila chige mangshi sunje yue kyang namchiling eba mebas. Chiwe kendi mambu shivu yibari. Sunyagi kendi nyunyu yibari. Desane bena chiwe ken sungen kangalo sunyagi ken kangalo chigen lundruwa diyari. Kashi kala jidang kala sayadi sungen ribjirba. Sumbu deyak lu choyak chidu kala dang segu neme dusu riba. O dusu chigen juwa yari. Ani se sadam mandini chiya. Ya mendi sungen ribjiri di mendi sadam mandini chigen chiya. Chigi datini kangarab dusu ini kangatimni shiya. Jidang sungen ribjirba. kangatimni shiya, modern chini shiya. Ta kanje chigenti mambu shibu yarba. Ani sanya genti nyumu reis chabri. Chasa tele tani ya namchili nyeba nebaris. Gashi ma modern ro shindu tamni shinye yari. Gashi kala sani shinye, gashi melo teni shinye yari. Ta gashi chigi tachi shiyaga kendi mambu shibituga chasa sunbe kendi nyunyuris che di indi namchili ngeba meba asiyati chiri.
Now the second reason is there are more adverse conditions which can undermine our life force than conducive condition which can nurture and protect our life force. So that in itself, we can conclude that it's an uncertainty of time of the death, because there are more adverse conditions which can threaten our life force, right? Furthermore, even if we look at the those conditions which are supposed to be protect our lives, right? Such as food, shelter, and medicine, those actually, by the virtue of those conditions, if you look at the very virtue of those conditions are meant to nourish our life force and to sustain, right? We need a food, shelter, medicine. However, even those conditions can turn into adverse conditions, such as people die of consuming a food. There could be a food poisoning or food allergy, or for any reasons people can die consuming a food, and buildings can be collapsed and people can die, right? And even medicines, right? So by the very virtue of medicine is to protect and to heal, but it could end up as taking a life. Therefore, we can further conclude that the very uncertainty of the time of the death, even those supposed to be conducive conditions, can turn into adverse conditions.
다티네 규제 숨바디 규제 숨바디 류 신도 냠충의 장 남칠링 해봐메가스 나란주 류디 시작의 냠충 취부하나 시세디 취부하디 투지 제바다네 매두두가 디나시 아란주 류디 세마수 깬 참무지게 시겐지게야리 칼라사인이 지레지 지겐제 파우파 다니 충음마투네 아니 지겐제 딱간제 깬 참무지게 간주 류디 지겐제 두고야리 나란주 류디 시라기 류디를 따내야 남칠레 가두치유나 타주야 매버지 임버리 그래서는 그 깬지 마태버지 레미슈지 깬지 태서나 네 알람사 모데나르 치는 도레 있는 지지도야 깬 칼라지 사다마다니 시두니 야지 류레셈 세마우소르드네 깬 참무진지 제니 디겐제니 마춘주지 되니 디겐제니 치두냐 디네르바 제사 류디 신도 냠충이자 남칠링에 밤메스 류디베 타부럽지에나 아니 지다에르디 디야머리 류디는 네버 춘주지 제수네 남사 니마칠레 지 사와라지 나수네 참바라지 나수네 남산 류디베지 제두두가 근데 예사 류디 신도 냠충의 장 남칠링에 밤에바스 제 규제 숨바티들이
Now the third reason is the very nature of this body that we have is very fragile as water bubble. Just like when we slightly touching on the bubbles, it could burst, right? Water bubble. So just like that, our body is as fragile as this. For instance, when we get a bad fever or flu for a day, so how body decompress, right? So that's the evidence that how fragile our body is. And even poking I mean, it is possible, like whatever the condition might be, even poking a small thorn, sharp thorn, it could take somebody's life. Then just like consuming, mentioned earlier, consuming food, some can die, right, because of the food poisoning or whatever the reason might be. So if we look at in that perspective, our life is very fragile. Therefore, this fragileness also adds up as a reason for the uncertainty of the dead.
That is sometimes the Sani Michibajene, Doyagi, Samli Yabutangi, Sani Nani, Degri, some Sagi, Naranju Taj, Jigri, the Samli Yaputagi, I never done Mevesur Jimpe. Lubul, Gankari, Gutingu, Haku Marva. And there's some Mambutuga, Gan Chagu Mambu Yaduga. What do you did? Samlo Yapuche Tangi in the Sani Nani Degri Vessines touched Kabuyam. Di Barali Genji Tesuna and he came at the touch to Yamarva. What do you say that? What do you say? Namchinya Mesiati. That is something. Chunga, but Chutadani to Chikubas Taji. Tatani to Majena. Ani Sanina to Yag Denti Yamarba. Maybe Sani Chisuna, Tadichu Majena, Sani Chisuna, and it Tatarva. Just an Tatani to Chut, Tatani to touch. Chigubat touch, Namjing him is Sambala Denny, Chia de Gaduyungui, but how Goyam Indus, the innocent Tatan in the church to Machikon church to Sangit, some of the Dani. Chutadani to Chigubat touch.
So, after reflecting on those 3 points, now the second resolution, we should make a resolution that I must do the dharma practice now, right? Because we cannot procrastinate, right? We cannot procrastinate, I will do it later. And frankly speaking, we have no genuine reason that I will not die today. Right? Of course, we all, deep down in our heart, we will think that I'm not going to die today because whatever the reason might be, I'm young or healthy, and all those doesn't count as a valid reason. Young and healthy doesn't count a valid reason as I'm not going to die today. Right? Therefore, we should let go of this thought, holding on to the very idea that I'm not going to die today. Rather let be shaken by this very idea of the uncertainty, right? The time of the dead. And therefore make a firm resolution that I must do the dharma practice now, then later. Because we never know whether it will come tomorrow or the next life, right?
Yeah, that Chiveti, Chimadoba, Gangija, Pimba said it. That Delet, Gudenchi did, Zawaji did, Chiveti, Chimadoba, Gangija, Mipin said, Zawati. That Chiveti, Chimado, Gangija, Mipimbe, Gudentele Sumri. Ani Anakarasaka, Longju Gimepe, Nyangi Mepe, Longju Gimepe, Luki Jam Mepin Basta, Chewetina, Lonju Gimepen City Lonju Kanga, Shani to Juribe. Lonju Chashin Chigitini, Chiam Meber. Chewetina, Lonju Kanga, Shani to Juri. Chewetina, Nyangi Jam Mepin City. The round bed trouble cut it to Unaya. Nyet, Nyanyi Dula. Nyedu the trouble of a cottage in a young. Church in a kanga, shining to yard. Nyangi Mipin, cheese maybe. Tana Lugi Jam Mipins. A Ludi the bed, round the bed. Start to join Yagas fruit about Ludi. They are making by shining to Jurita, Magi in a put them banashins. So Sujugo do Jimbari. Lonju Sasha Lonju Kanga Sha Ane Rangi Trubula Soba to Sakanga Yasha Ane Rang Ludi Shani to Juris Seteta, Chivetena Lonju Mepe, Drog Mepe, Luki Jam Mepe, Sati Judesum did it. Chumedo Mato Kangi Jampe, Tap. Chivetena Pena take us chuttery. Chumedo Mato Kangi Jame Pensidu Longjugi Ping Mari, Nyangi Ping Mari, Lugi Jam Ping Maris.
Now, so then with this we move to the third root, which is at the time of the death, only the dharma practice is beneficial. So now for this this point further illustrated with the three reasons, and the first reason is at the time of the death, your wealth is not going to helpful. So right, it doesn't matter how wealthy you are, right? You have to leave everything behind. Even a penny you cannot take with you when the death comes, right? That's for sure. And the second reason is your spouse, family, friends, and so forth. It doesn't matter how loving, dear spouse you have, how supportive and loving family you have, it doesn't matter. You cannot take a single person with you. So you have to leave everything behind. That's the second. Third one is not even this body so far we have cherished, right? This body so far we have cherished dearly until a time of the death. And even that body you have cherished so far has to leave behind. That is the third reason. So therefore, when the death comes, none of these can be helpful. Just like the Tibetan expression, just like taking hair out of a butter. If there's a butter and if there's hair on a butter, a loaf of butter, so the farmer will take the hair out from the butter, right? So it means you will be singled out, right? So you yourself alone has to take that journey.
That Jude Sumje, and it's our jig, but Tata Jebati Karitaja would have said, Chet the Jiding Ijinani, so chit, so chill, true gubati, Taju weary. Danjiti, Tambukas church, Jagubat Tajavimba. That in Yibekapsu, chit Adani to Jagubat Tajavimba. Tasumbekapsu, chit and chut and Jiding, so chit Jagubati. That Chitu Penny, the Chumission never insana, that so chut.
Now the resolutions. So the resolution, we have to make the resolution after knowing that at the time of the death, no other can be helpful except Dharma practice. Therefore, I must prioritize more on Dharma practice than the mundane activities when I am still alive, right? This is important. This is important resolutions. So with this, we have covered the three roots, three roots: certainty of death, uncertainty of the death, at the time of death, only Dharma practice. Out of those three roots, we explain with the three different reasons to the each root, which add up 9 reasons. So at the each of those three roots, we made one resolutions, right? Such as knowing the certainty of the death, we made the resolution that I must do the Dharma practice. After the uncertainty of the death, we made the resolution that I must do the Dharma practice now. And at the third resolutions, I will focus more on the Dharma practice, right? More to the Dharma practice than the mundane activities.
What the thing is, Chua Dea de Chua Dea de Leta, Jinjung de la Sumimba, never Chua said, Namjing means Chue Mato Kangisham means this Zawsum che. Tatine Tajebasumdi never to chew, never to Jacobas che. Chue Tatani to Jacobas che. Then Chue Danji Denijani, so Chue to Gobas che. Tati Namjing best never chewa sambal teni chu never to Jagu to Sambas. Namjing Yeme Sam into Samba Kaduchia de Hagu maybe yes and Tatani to Sanichina Ani Chu Tatani to Majena, that's San Nani Chevena, Chu Jalom Evreva. Jesani Namjing Yeme Sambalajin Chu Tatani to Drugo. Chu Matoba Kangishia Mepimba Samlutani, that Chu Drugurati.
So with this, when we engage in the actual meditation on the impermanence of the dead, it is really helpful if one do this meditation in a gradual progression manner. For example, first one meditates on the certainty of the dead, right? And not only just thinking that is certain, but how, right? So with this, we illustrate with the 3 different reasons which support the certainty of the dead. And then at the end of those 3 reasons, knowing that that is certain, then what should I do, right? I should do the Dharma practice. That is the resolutions. And then we progress our meditation to the next point. Even one knows that I must do the Dharma practice, but there is a possibility that we procrastinate. Right? I will do it later. Yes, I know it's important to do the Dharma practice. One knows the benefits, but we procrastinate. So in order to avoid that procrastination, so I will do tomorrow, but whether there is tomorrow or not, we are not sure, because uncertainty of the death. And we suppose this uncertainty of the time of the death supposed with the 3 reasons. So at the end of these reasons, then one concludes that, I must do the Dharma practice now than the later, right? Then at the third point, at the time of the death, knowing that at the time of the death no other can be helpful except the Dharma practice, then with this clarity in our mind, one should make a resolution that from now onwards, I will focus more on Dharma practice than the mundane activities. So in this manner, one should do the meditation in that progression manners.
다들이 대상 대 메타바티 제한테다 기부 담보도 강가로기 쇼게 메타바 제는 기브리 개바쪽이 그래서는 쇼게 메타바티 인구 메타바티 지기여브리 대지 뒤식이나네 메타베 뒤식이 초인제브리 그래서는 메타바티 마틴 다리티 쇼게 메타바 마틴 다리티 아니 추기 자와티 앞에 용매버리 아니 디레에서 아니 그래서 그래 추를 꿈마 진역이 저때다 뒤식이 나는 뒤식 초때 메타바티 인버리 메타바티 해야지 추를 꿈마 진역이 저때 그래 대인다 그래 나란도 되리도가 지 나서나 많이 취재야 취재야지 된 것도가 나도 좀 받고 시야가 지기 증기야리 아니 대지도 다 삼로만 부커니 되니 취재야다 취마제 마중에 지기 진하라부터인데 게야 아니지 다 취지자고 전에 취지 두고 로라부지 게야 딘데지 연구도가 지나서나 네 대마타 한번 인도 잡았지 네 남이라부지 송네 니 취마든 버제 가르수래 남이 온도 순구도가 강내지 태인도 전부터는 취지 대행구도가 디도그 메다버팅기야래 디 메다버팅기에선 디기 최대야디 디지게야래 봐 그래서 메다버티 대야디 취를 꾸며지니 조디스다 담박 기부 담박 간가로기 아니 치기딜레야래 간데라와 취지 되네바 가데데단지만 메지는 양사는 시험을 준비해서 되네 다들 딘데기 칭만부야래 딘데기 치기리 손에니 개중은 주구야래 뒤에서 아니 메타바티야 되다 나란도 취지 세고마지니 그 취디 메타바티야 돼 임버리 자산 뒤식이 나네 메타바티 뒤식이 초인세야 되지
So with this, among all the awareness on the impermanent is the supreme. Therefore, all the past masters, they always engage in the meditation on impermanence, throughout the day. For example, at the very beginning of our day, right when we get up from our bed, so it's important to meditate. Otherwise, if one missed the morning meditation on impermanence, then one is more vulnerable to waste that whole day. Right? So it is really important for us to keep that awareness in terms of the reflection on the very transitory nature of our life. It's a fragile, it's impermanent. Meditation on impermanence, it's when one truly engage in this practice, then that is the beginning point of the actual genuine dharma practice. So as all the past masters have engaged in this manner, they begins the day with the reflection of the mind. They begins the day with the reflection on the impermanence of our existence, and the very heat of that meditation sustains throughout the day. So with this, what it leaves or gives us strength to engage in the dharma practice. So therefore, among all the perception or awareness, awareness on the impermanence is the supreme.
No, de je nam ge cho balang je si balance de lang bu chi je di lang bu chi de ko ji di ji ya bu ye se ko ro se di never mess a janja ji du ye se ba ni balang je di de ni du ge na never me ba ji ale langal never chungar ji never nyungar ji ngu ye ba Panang jeti teni tugina ngana juge. Ako kaze panandi je kurang di jeti never mesarib ji langa di debuta langa never yusarib ji ni never mesadi langa di hagu yarba tiko di chasa panang jeti teni tugina never nyungara chunguyarba. Dinashi dushignane medabe dushi choi je namji cho palangi je din sje bejenala.
So I forgot one thing earlier. Rinpoche mentioned, like I forgot this point is it's an important point. Like when we get sick, right? When we when we get sick, then we had this thought, awareness of doing the dharma practice. But in contrary, when someone is healthy, then we become more vulnerable in terms of not mindful about the impermanence, right? So like it just also that also like it's a if we look in that direction, it's really important, important to cultivate the awareness on the impermanence that mentioned earlier. I forgot that. Now with this, so there's in the text it mentioned it's an expression. It says that among all the awareness on impermanence is the supreme. Among all the footsteps, palang pajuda lango sumura.
Palang chujo senete langbuchi sigere.
Ale, listen. Among all all the footsteps, the elephant's footstep is the biggest. So this is the expressions. It's made one is among all the awareness, it's abstract, right? It's awareness on the impermanence is the supreme. So among all the footstep is a tangible, right? It's a visible. Footstep is a visible. Among all the footsteps, the elephant's footstep is the biggest. So that's the expression. So here it's trying to. It's in ancient times. It's saying that like when one traces the footstep of the elephant, then the path will be more secure. Path will be secure and wider because elephant is huge. So it makes the path, the trail will be safer. So when one follows the trail of impermanence, that will be a secure trail for spiritual journey.
That is medabat choa medabat jayati takaresene choa medaba mateme yibet chemete sia timba imitila choa medabat jena che tingiyara ta che tingi yusata kanje choa medabat jayati tensu jayati karesene rala Payati churva. Chedile Pia di Churi, Imbri, Chimale Pia di Chudi in Sanata, Medabe Dushi Digi, the Chu Denjuari, Chia di Denjuari. The Insanta, Gachambus Dia di Didi, Ku, Tambu Go de Duga, Medabateta, Janju Lamrigita, Go de Diri. Shengi Denjuda, Danjos Segati Chidane, Kibusumge Lamgi, Shindu Diri. Chi Tungi di Churtuvala Chi Tungi di Keveshini Sanju, Keveshini Gures J. Nangi Gendi, Danju Den Sanji. Gugri said, Dini Chig Gen, Chig Nangi Genre. That teacher Tuvala Kangolo Kubiere. That Martin Medava said in it, give Chungu Chugu Tamputi Dire. What in Sata? Tati, the Medava said the Cho Medavati, Drenguayati, Gachimbu. What in that it touched Carres and Gachimbu Carres and Cho Medavating in Ralia. Chu. Jinguji get churches. Teachers and a Kevin Carrier in church and a Chedile Digiari, Chimale Digiari.
Now, in the very beginning, we mentioned that the benefits of meditating on impermanence, and the first benefit is it led us to do the dharma practice. So why? How come this is a benefit? Why we need to do the dharma practice? Because when the death comes, only the dharma practice is beneficial. No other thing is beneficial. Moreover, dharma practice, a true dharma practice not only brings happiness, a genuine happiness in this life, not only this life, but it also brings a genuine happiness in the future lives too. Therefore, it is our own interest, it is our own well-being that we should practice the dharma, because it's our own interest, it's our own beneficial. Therefore, it is the only impermanence. It reinforces our actions to uphold the dharma practice. So again, with this meditation on impermanence, it's our own beneficial. So we should look into more positive manner to when we think about the impermanence, right? We are actually, there's a positivity in that perspective, because it led us to do the dharma practice. It reinforced our whole being into engage into the dharma practice, because dharma practice is our own beneficials. And so with this, impermanence is the very beginning of a genuine dharma practice. From the Lamrim's perspective, right? Because we look at the Lamrim, Guru devotion and the finding precious human body, those two are the preliminary requirement for any dharma practice. Guru devotion, this chapter on Guru devotion count as an external condition for doing a dharma practice. Finding precious rebirth, human rebirth, is count as an internal conditions to do the dharma practice. So those two are common to any dharma practice we do. Now, impermanence is the beginning point, very starting point of genuine dharma practice from the small scope and the comments. So therefore, this is very important beginnings.
Tatine 다들이 최지고요. 최저세야 다 최근 안에다 자주고 셈 꿈이야돼. 다디 전주 나를 소야리. 개버도 말아 본자바이 통화남기 딩이 펜버지스. 통화남기 아니 개버 마부바도 셈젤 펜버디 가리 가도 공시 공부시도 아니 지리 최근 안에 다 전주고 셈디 두절을 펜야 되다 펜도 치셔디 전주고 셈디 인바디 공부 인체버리 개버 도마라고 잡아이 통하는게 딩이 펜버지스 전주고 셈디 다 심제날 루아나라네 펜바티 네 최근 안에다 펜토쇼디 전주고 셈디 통하는게 딩이 펜버시스.
So with this, Master Shantideva in his first chapter of Guide to Bodhisattva's Way of Life, he mentioned that for all the past Buddhas, with the single-pointedly cultivating the thought to how to benefit more to the sentient being, and after thinking for a long time, right, by all those Buddhas come to a conclusion that the bodhicitta is the practice of bodhicitta is the most efficient, beneficial to all the sentient beings. So therefore, when we talk about do the dharma practice, we are really emphasizing on the cultivation of the bodhicitta, which is the most efficient manner to bring a happiness for all beings.
Dine damje omasu bale magi nyingu chunga shinsete dambe chugida di nane nyingbu tita marte ba omagi nyingbu karerasin marba dinashi dambe chugunane nyingbu ta janju semdere jebre damje omasu subale magi nyingu chunga taras na omati patone nyingbuti marti legiyarba dinashi dambe chugi nane ta nyingbuti martabuti janju semdere jebre.
So there's an expression that when we chong the milk of all the dharma, the essence or the butter, right? When we the butter is the essence, right? When we chunk the milk, that's how we say, right? When we chunk, all the milk of the dharma, the essence is the butter, which is the bodhicitta. So, in other words, essence of all the dharma teachings, the essence, the most precious thing is the bodhicitta.
담배 치고 다 전주그 셈 공부를 타제 쓰고다 아니 저 전주그 셈 kumyal 타제 다 전주그 셈 세디 펜침부 시작하랬으니 셈제 탐제 디기를 삼르단 단이 로지르데리 다시 아니 셈 상부 셈제 탐제 디기 심제 탐제 동네세야다 심제 탐지기 대화두야기 중얘기 dumduga samlu chiyarba simje tamjegi dungneseya simje tamjegi dewa dubiyagi samlu chiyarba samlu te ani di chedu sanji dubi sambati tere janjuga semsigari di ta ne shendu dunyigu lo siyadi desigari ku janjuga sem sanjegi dundu simjegi dundu sanji jukuban toba dundu nyebe lo tili janjuga semsigari digi garichigari esine simje tamjegi dedun 대회된도 아니 삼루치 단계를 다 쓰면 제사 다 아니 디 권바이나 다 초 코라기 장주 셈 권바이나 초 코랑기 사주기야래 디바이 코랑기 정주기야래 디중 디바 종야기 체도 신다지 먹을 제 장주 셈 구나 디바이 다 주기야래 초 사주기야래 제사 아니 다 장주가 셈 공부 다 제세대 말아도 다 최내는 최근에 다 장주가 셈 공부 다 냠내지야 다 제바디 다 제국이야 다안 주게 다 최제지 최제세대 최근에 주대디 장주가 셈 공부야들이
So now, like when we make the resolution to do the Dhamma practice, right? So as we mentioned earlier, the essence of all the Dhamma practice is the bodhicitta. Therefore, we should reinforce our determinations to cultivate bodhicitta. Right? So bodhicitta here, it really refers to, it is a genuine aspirations to achieve the complete enlightenment for the benefit of all dear mother sentient beings, right? And that is this thought is so this is what we call the bodhicitta, it's the expression of bodhicitta. Therefore, that is the pillar of our virtuous deeds, to engage with the others with this positivity, right? Wishing all beings always abide into the happiness and fulfill its causes and conditions. So in this manner, one should cultivate the virtuous deeds or the dharma deeds.
다디 아니 난주기 데리다 장주 셈신이데 가디네 주두에 검초게리 생기 디기기 체도 산지 주고마 토바쇼 삼버르지 와나야 셰 셈제 간데치네 대화되버샤다 나란주 대화되버샤다 동해미되버샤다르바 디나시 파삼르다니 마 대화되버다 동해미되버샤다 임바나시 딱 간데지네 심제 간데지네 대화되버다 동해미되버샤다 레스타제 디인사다 코난주 되버나시제네 대화된데 마쇼 동해도마 대화쇼 삼르다 디가두이네 군기야르바 심제 탐제 대화된데 마주지 심제 탐제 동해도 대화 주르지 잠바 띵이지 군기야리 어디 내가 두두에 군기야리 야나니 두주야리 칼라사두에 심제 탐제 대화된데 마주지 심제 탐제 동해도 대화 주지 아니 칼라사두에 두주야리 삼제 마니니 되니 마고파도 삼루티 땅주야리 심자탐제 대화된데 마주지 심자탐제 동네도 대화 주지 디제도 산지 주고만 토바쇼 스멀음게 어디 디제베는 아니 최근안에다 최근안에 추디 조디디리 제산 최 샤그바세데 디가두 삼루티 가두이네 땅주야르바 로신시 로마투니에 삼루티 땅추고야리 레가 마주네 삼루티 땅추고야리 또 간제이네 다티 어디 제산이 추 디레다.
So now with this is again, so it's important to reinforce our determinations to uphold the practice of the bodhicitta. And to uphold the practice of the bodhicitta, the external conditions is not important. We are not important. So, for examples, like you can do the practice of bodhicitta while you're walking, while you're eating, while you're just laying on the bed, and so forth. Wherever and whenever you can do the dharma practice. So here, dharma practice refers to the practice of the bodhicitta. So even someone due to physical condition cannot walk, but that person can still mentally think, right? So what to think here is to really generating loving kindness and compassion. For example, cultivating a thought, a genuine thought, where one truly aspired, may all beings always abide in the state of happiness and fulfills its causes and condition. May all beings never experience a suffering and free from the causes and conditions of suffering. So this kind of sentiment is important to generate within one's own heart, right? And genuinely feel the empathy, right? Aspiration of all beings. Because just like myself, I do not want a suffering. I always want happiness, right? Even if it's a slight happiness, I want. Even if it's a slight suffering, I do not want. So, what is the difference between me and the others? Just like by myself, I want all those. So too, other sentient beings are same in that respect. We all are same human beings. We all have this same sentiment of aspiring for happiness and do not want suffering. Therefore, on that ground, on that common ground, one can truly cultivate a genuine sense of loving kindness and compassion for others. And to do this practice, you are not dependent on any other external conditions. You can do it whenever and wherever, right? And that should be the true force of our practice towards the cultivation of bodhicitta.
Oh, that is just a rangi tiki chetu samlu tanya chiyena tatu susugi tiki chetu samlu tanya chiyena kola kagriwa ko shira ming chachimbuchire ko taba reshi nge kange se ta nge dewat biya chetu samlu kyangya chitangi yari tite tangi yuwa chi hako sune ti kagiriba, susu kagiriba. Tina shi ani rangi pa semje tamje sini kajin chimbuni shiburi jire tiyare. Tadea aranju diki kanga semje teni chungi yare. Maupana diki kanga semjel teni chungu yarwa. Kajin chimburi shiburi ananzu semje tamje rangla mage semje tamje sigarwa. Kajin chimbu shiburwa. Ti kajin chimbu ne re diyare. Ti ta dewa dewa ta tunge meduwa ne chikba re diyare. Ti yasa ta kajin chimbu re tunge meduwa ta tunge dewa ne shata re sha sam. Ani simje tamje dewadandene chimaru sambarabite samata tungetene chimaru sambarabite samlu tambayine teleseb sambusiyar ya telesem sambusiyar tine rala maubana pendo jingi dewata ti chugnane chug zote ti yimbare sem sambuti sem sambuti na semba sanna satana miya sang samba ngena satana miya nes je cherambachi gusumbare ani jochi ge kare sene zawa dugi na lomata medola sobatus duris zawa me ina ani 동보다 메도다 데불라 소바도 메레스 제버리 디가르스는 셈 삼부티 자와티 셈 삼부 예나 디 데부티레 디기 가주인의 디기 유야티 용구야레 셈 냠바 예나 디 데부티레 아니 두기 데부나시레 자와티 두이나 디 데부티 네 두지 미심 용구야 말봐 디 셈 냠바티레 제버리 셈 삼부티기 자와디 멘드 지버리 멘기 제부 자와 멘기 멘디 자와디 메르지나 아니 디 제부디 메 로마다 제부도스 강가 메인구르바 어디 디나시 아니 셈 삼부티 라나 다다 디기테니 마홈바나 디기테니 근데 강가디 셈 삼부디임브리 마홈바나 다데 강에 때야도서 나기 셈 네바디기 강에 때샤버바 다데 둥에도서 다 마홈바네 셈 네바디기 마홈바네 람 네발리 치기야리 셈 삼부티 람 삼불에 튀기야 어째서 제름 버치기 저 셈바사나 사달라미야 상스 셈바게나 사달라미야 니숨브리 조지기 저 메이나 연가도 노말로 소바 메리스 저 두이나 연가도 노말로 소바 두리스 숨브리 와다티 지버리
So now, in general speaking, if we met a person, right, who truly care for our well-being, who truly has this genuine concern for our well-being and interest, right, and then when we meet such person, we'll be happy, and we feel right, we feel happy and we respect, we love that person, right? Because that person has very genuine sense of caring for our well-being, right? So in a similar manner, like just if we look at the other way around, like my happiness, my well-being is very much dependent on other people. Other people are in all respect, in every respect, they are immensely kind in terms of my well-being. Because we are all a social animal, so we are dependent on other people, right? So therefore, not only that, we all have this a sense of same aspirations. So in this respect, it's really important for us to generate loving kindness and compassion, truly reciprocate the feeling, just like the other people has the same feeling. So it's my really moral obligations to reciprocate the same feeling, right? To care for the well-being of others, to generate loving kindness and compassion, and this generating loving kindness, compassion is what we call a good heart, warm-hearted, right? As Lama Adisha, he said that if the seed is the medicinal seed, then the sprout and leaves and all those will be a medicinal herbs. If the seed is a poisonous, then the sprout and the leaves and all those will be a poisonous. In a similar manner, when someone has the good heart, right? Good heart. As mentioned earlier, what is good heart? Then his deeds, physical deeds, and verbal speech will be in that manner. Whereas someone has a poisonous, right, like a poison mind, then his physical actions could be very cunning, and the verbal speech could be very in that manner too, poisonous. As Lama Tsongkhapa mentioned that if someone has a good heart, then every step that person makes, it will be a virtuous, a kind. Likewise, if someone has a bad mind or poisonous mind, then every step that person takes, right, then will be a poisonous. Therefore, it's really important for us to cultivate, cherish the very essence of being human, which we have this warm heart, and cherish the warm-heartedness and care for others, people's well-being. So in other words, it's important to generate the loving kindness and compassions, which is the cause and condition to achieve the bodhicitta. Listen. So with this we end here. Questions? Yes.
Thank you, Rinpoche. Could you tell me, in the first route we were talking, the second point of my lifespan decreases without interruption and cannot be increased. So what is the benefit and purpose of doing long life practices like Vaitara or Ahayus?
Listen. Di khasa nganto dingi gyumzen guyu bal gyumzen ta chiwa nyebare ni de ane ta tsela ane di kha nebe gya yo mar sun jura tsela nebe gya me bin na tanda nganto ta joga ge chawang da de ji shu ro di kande inas chana
nga ta chawang se di ya che ba du je ba che ne ba ya ani ngan ju che lo du ju de ya ge che ye ba yin ne ya ani ba du je ba din de che ma zo gu ne ta ji ge mo bu che ne din de che ma zo gu ne xi ya din de ya ba din de ba du je ba se ya di 가르쳐 그래. 아니 저가게 뒤제베이나 가르쳐 그래. 들레테네 제 봐도 줘봐. 세야. 첼라시드 다 디네 아랑기 뒤마이베 치킨 세야라. 아니 딘데기 청하셔야 딘데 이버리. 아니야 yang dinde yare chela nyama ge chela dinde yeshab dinde chela tu chu nyama lo tuju re bji gyawang amati lo tuju deju yore bje dine lo tuju deju ma ju je lo ngap ju li shi be na chela di lo chu yare ba dide ge chela lo chu de chu de ya ge denya diye chigi diye bari karasu gure chala chu denya yang di tanda nga ki topji chena ta tu sepa anzu docho ne shebe na ta tanda di chala neba me tuji pama che tu duen se jerba dile ya 다 ngacho 제베이나 니 체디 체싱야파 체르르 다야세디 다 체르르 다야세디 nga마게 첼라도 추데야디 어딘데 순이 제리 nga마게 첼라 망부야르바 체존이 겨nga마는 체존이 마시베체 체 마조군의 신이 망부야르바 알았죠 Desugita Cheladu Sierra, Cheladus Judia, or Dindig Sierra, did Genetico, Ring to Tambas came Marico City, Cheladu Judian Shabbat of Jirba.
So now for this one, like I just we can look this into either on. I mean, there's a two different interpretation in terms of the sutra and the tantras, and according to the sutra, those practices, just like a long life, like the White Thara long life, those practice it helps to prevent from untimely death. Untimely death. So let's say you have like your lifespan is 60 years old, but it is possible that there could be like a external force, unseen external force could intervene, right? So someone could die 50 or earlier, right? So the practice can prevent those obstacles, prevent from untimely death. That's from the sutras explanations. It's really like a not extension of what you have allocated, rather to prevent the unforeseen forces that can threaten that life force, right? From the sutra, that's sutra. From the tantra, we say like the terminology they use the extension, but in reality it's not extension itself, but the virtue. What it does is like if someone's life force is a 60. But then, like could live more than 60, but from the tantra, it's not really extended. Rather, the previous life, if the person has a previous life, let's say the previous life is 60, but that person died at the age of 50. So the remaining 10, that's 10. Due to the tantric ritual, could add up. So that is not really like extended, but that's his own. There's no like external force can extend it. He had additional 10. That's his own. Like, how do you say like in English? Came up with my own pocket line. Isn't it right? It's just not somebody paid for it, but the 10 comes from your previous life, but your lifespan is that's the 60, right?
Yeah.
So if you know your lifespan, then you need to plan accordingly in your life to manifest what you need to manifest before that span is over. But this is from a consultation, astrological consultation with Rinpoche about these kinds of things. If you give your birthday, time, place, such, then they say, oh, this will happen, this, and then the end of your life is this, and then you should have had this happen in your life. But so maybe you didn't have like a complete manifestation of one aspect of what they said would happen in your life, so that was a little different. So then you were just saying the time of death, if you know your blueprint, then is it possible, is it extended just the same way you were describing? If you practice dharma, if you do a lot of beneficial activities, it still doesn't matter the time of death, the blueprint.
So like just so you said. Go ahead and try. Go ahead and try. Okay, that's good way. That's the good thing. Go ahead, let's try. The nganzu tande dojo ne sumbi na ani Tumi chiwa digele ene pa gyokbore sum bro. Tumi chiwa la. Tumi ta nga chone just nga chone antanda chesiya di anta chela dunzu pa nebe jamne singre sumra. Ta moranga tanda jiya chikare kesi ta mendes moranga ende ro shi ta khasi kesi michiga ta nga che khase degu ta konala ta. Khanda sagorla nan chi donde shana. 모다 다 순다도 지네 샨티나 로드릴라나 아니 다 체 카리요버티다 도당가 칸네 채널 돈네 채널에 시바 나라 요마레 디 최디 냠네 제비나 뒤민 치워도 거르스로 나가 전에 제네 추바 주다 싱야디 nembe치라 저르마주 카리요버티 다라레마주 딜레게 제요마르스로 남주 Sidinala Deveringa, Chu Karachevinella, the Karimba did say Karimba the singer Yomaras. Said this.
That then the lesser to Jampa Lord Japanyagi, their ledge Savina, that you could let the pay at the Lord Jari. That it. 조선은 그 레디기 디펜저티 되게 말이 그래서 그 레서도 좀 로기 앞에 내야기 되지 세치 펜버봐 다 디네 파티 되게 말이 그라 링부지는 파 나래야게 매버리 아니지 다디 넘베케네 베네 되게 샤샤베 드라마 레데부터 주나 다치 지야여봐 디네 nga메기 디 레기 디 펜버기 세디 파르링로 담 말에 nga마게 디 코 로자이네 레서도 로자 펜 내야 로지 펜버리 미슈지기 디 펜제 디 펜야 말봐 나도 간거 레를 때는 로그고 여봐
So here, like so, the strongest reason, that we present in terms of one cannot extend the lifespan, right? And that strongest reason that we are presenting is the law of karma, because no one can outbeat the law of karma. That's right. Because how it is related, because when at the time of the dying, one projects a karma to the next life, and that projection is your sort of like Buddhist DNA to determine everything. Your life force, the karma that you project at the time of dying, and that karma determines everything, your lifespan and so forth, and that is whatever that lifespan that karma projects, and that's it. We cannot extend it. So now in the tantra, like seemingly it might contradict, right? Then due to the tantric practice, if I add 10 more years, even though it's my own, but it's in a conventional understanding, it might looks like 70, right? But this additional 10 is not really extension of what is karmic projection, but it's the 10 is an additional 10 that one have bounced back from the check previous account. but what it brought here is it comes from it's an extract from previous lives, right? So this, like in terms of tantra, it's this conventional understanding cannot apply in the tantra.
다 녀마가 저 제디링도 마다네야지 단다 Tierva, Drogagi Chitunala Tinjayaritat, any Drogagi Kuchi Shan, Yan Kuchi Shans, Yan Tang Kuchi Shans, Jenny, any Kusum Shambala Tene, Tini, Lord Mambuchi Payari. Tatik Pay the Karistan, Yan Kuti Shambala Tene, Yan Chichi, Lesa to Sa. Le Tsengat Longa de Legisa, Yan Guji Pi, Yan Tse Longa de Legisa, Jenny. Tati led Namatin to Tamba Gemaripa. Couldn't let the sun, the lady pat tree shabriba.
So, so in one of the Athala rituals, in the one text, it mentioned that make one this a statue, then make another one, so make that third one. So making each of those Tara statue, it creates the extension of that person's life. So seemingly I use that extension. Then, but in reality, what really happened here, it's what really happened here is when one makes the Tara statue, what happened was this very act, this action, karma means the action, the very act of creating that, making this Tara, it created another karma. And that karma brings its own life force. It's not like what the initial when we have projected our karma, and that is not extended, rather it add on. Do you understand? The add on, it's just like you makes the 70, but in a conventional understanding we might think it's extended. But it really what happened was the 60 has nothing changed. What you did is that you create another karma. New karma. New karma in a way that it embedded with the life force in there, and that connects those karma. So it means like the person lives longer.
Yeah, that is Shashan.
So with this we end here.
Chanju Semjo Rinpoche, Maji Panam Kijuji, Geba Nyamba Meba, Gone Gundu Pewara Sho, Gari Rave Gobe Shingam Te, Penda De Wamanu Jumen, Jere Sima Tenzi Gazoi, Shabe Site Batu Tengyu Ji.
In English, Rinpoche's long lifetime, bring blessings and enlightened activities of fortunate disciples,
and to spread the textual and inner realization, teachings of the Buddha who embodies the 10 powers. You show the light of logic in the teachings. I pray to the spiritual friends, the revealer of the path. Please, forgive me.
No, thank you.